This man reigns from Akron, Ohio, the red line of the auction business, Conky's Flipping Adventures. Conky. Oh, man.
Hey.
All right, this man needs no introduction, but they're paying me to do this, so the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. What the Hales, Jeremy! Dun, dun.
I'm here. Look at that. It's real. It's not just the word.
And from out west, Sandusky, Lorain, Ohio, some people call him Guapo with a capital G. What up?
And Guapo will be ladies.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another wonderful Thursday evening with Auctions Anonymous. Sitting in the right-hand corner, weighing in at we won't talk about it, Mr. Conky Flipping Adventures. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. What the Hale should be on momentarily. He's in the middle of traveling. So I know
Is he going to try to get on tonight?
He said he should be able to get on.
Yeah, we'll see. And Guapo will be joining us from a sports event or a restaurant.
Well, let's think about this. Where are the Browns playing Saturday?
I don't know.
Texas.
Okay.
So I'm assuming Guapo's on his way to Texas.
Okay, so he'll be at the airport.
I'm guessing. Or he might already be in Texas. I know he asked me if I wanted to go to Texas to see the Browns game.
And what'd you say?
I said I'll go to Baltimore.
There you go.
For when we play them next. So no, that's what I said, Conky. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. And I mean, it's been a crazy day. But isn't it always a crazy day, Conky?
It seems like it, yeah. I have yet to know what a sane day looks like now. They're all so crazy. I mean, if we normalize crazy.
Sure everyone out there, you guys probably all can relate to. Yeah. Crazy is normal, and then normal is crazy. Whoa.
Nice.
Mind blowing. So, woof. I mean, my day, I don't even know, man. Start off, get the kid up, got to get ready for school and all that fun. Got to take the dog for a walk. Had to go to the one house. Had to go catalog a bunch of stuff. And one of the things, I can't believe it. For example, these people, their parents collected an entire lifetime, Conky. A lifetime. And
anything good?
Everything. I mean, it has everything there. A little bit of everything, Conky. This is what I cataloged the last 2 days there's some new models, some slot car track, no slot cars, Conky. Some die cast. Tons and tons of brand new Barbies.
Wow.
Vintage transistor radios, some cameras. All kind of other antique and vintage dolls all the way to like the 1940s. A couple 1950 dolls, like brand new in the box. Some crazy stuff. They got all kind of antiques, collectibles. They got all kind of lamps. They got china and glassware. They got crystal. I mean, their parents, there's nothing they didn't collect, Conky. There's comic books there. There's some coins. I'm just in the first auction. I don't even know. There's so much stuff there. I don't even know how many auctions. I looked in the backyard first time today. There's a Volkswagen Beetle sitting back there, Conky.
Huh. Like a newer one or an old one?
Looked like 1970s.
Oh, wow.
Just sitting in the backyard.
You know, if it runs and it's not rotted in half, it could be worth something.
It's worth something to somebody, right, Conks?
Yeah.
So I just can't believe it. It's just like, I mean, the people their whole life collected, now the kids have all this stuff. Now they're trying to get rid of it. They try to have an estate sale, and I don't know where they got their prices, Conky.
That bad?
Like I showed Jeff the one thing today. They put $100 price tag on this thing. There's one in the box. You could buy for brand new in the box for $25.99.
What was it?
So, what's that?
What was it?
a dowel.
Huh.
I'm just like laughing because, so how do I put this in a nice way? See, in my line of work, I deal with a lot of people, and unfortunately, if you're not in the business of buying and reselling, you don't understand value of stuff. Okay, because you're used to paying retail, so you have inflated values on items, and a lot of people will think that things are worth a lot more than they really are. Because you paid, for a $3,000 couch, and you used it for 2 years. People think it's worth $1,000. It's hard to get $1,000 out of a used couch. Not saying it's impossible. Depends on the type of couch, everything. Don't give me. We're not going to go into all the details. But in long scheme of things, it's just, people will think a lot of stuff's worth a lot of money. And unfortunately, I'm the guy that comes in, hey, look at these collector plates. My mom had all these collector plates, and they're worth all this money. And I'm like, yeah, they're worth here. Look, they sold for $5 a piece.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. Well, they're worth $30 a piece and stuff. So it's just one of those things. It's like, if you're gonna have an estate sale, I don't know why people price stuff so high sometimes. It's like,
because they really don't want to sell it, I guess, or they think that they're going to cheat themselves by putting a reasonable or a lower price on it. Now, speaking of, since you mentioned couch, I will tell you a little story about one of the couches we have upstairs. The couch has been in the family since my parents got married, and it was something that it was always sort of old and always sort of run down. Well, when I was a kid, we had it redone. We had the completely new, recovered, new. They redid it so you could actually sit on it, and it's just a beautiful. To this day, it's actually a really beautiful old couch. Shortly after that, the whole family gathered at our house here for Christmas, because every Christmas Eve, my mom's side of the family would get together at somebody's house. And my Aunt Beverly noticed the couch and said she wanted it. My Uncle Bill then proceeded to try to buy the couch off of my dad. And at one point, he offered my dad $5,000 cash for the couch. And my dad said no. Because my mom wanted it. My dad, in the 1980s, my dad walked into a department store and dropped over $1,000 on a coat for my mom. He didn't care how much money he spent on her. It just didn't matter. And the same was true with the couch. My mom wanted the couch, so no amount of money was going to buy it out of this house. I know the couch isn't worth $5,000, okay? But we still refer to it as the $5,000 couch.
Wow. He was offered $5,000.
$5,000 in the late 70s.
All right, everyone in the chat. Someone offered you $5,000 for something that you love near and dear. It doesn't have to be a couch. It's just something that's special to you. Would you take the $5,000, or would you rather keep the item? In the chat, what do you guys think? I know Supri. He's take that $5,000.
I'm saying, yeah, there's $5,000. Black Widow says no. Terry says no.
I'm with people, man. It's tough because there's some things out there. Money's the most common thing in the world.
Yeah. And here's the funny thing. My parents, when I got married, they didn't have a lot of money. So they bought the couch for 25 cents. The
story gets better and better, Conky.
They bought a library table for 75 cents. Now, they were told that now this was years ago, that they tried to have the library table appraised, and the appraiser at the time said that they couldn't put a price on it because there was no other one like it that they could find. The story about the library table is, when I bought the house I grew up in the 90s,
mm-hmm.
My sister moved out for the first time, my oldest sister. And she kind of had a tough time, but her first apartment she moved into, she lost because there was an issue with paying the rent. And I went over there to help her move out. and her landlord was standing there, and he pointed because she had the table down there. That's the only time that table ever left this house. He said, if you want to leave that table sitting there, I'll take care of it.
You know who doesn't get taken care of at a table?
Guapo?
You know it.
There it is.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?
Where are you at, man?
I'm out eating. I'm eating, playing chess.
Are you in Texas? Are you in Texas?
The good thing is I'm not in Mexico.
Are you in Texas?
No, almost.
Are you going to the Browns game?
I want to, but I think tickets are too expensive.
What? I never heard you say that word before.
What?
Too expensive?
There's a lot of things that are too expensive. One thing, your comic book collection.
I got a lot of comic books.
You
I
got
was
a
thinking
lot
about
of
that today. Speaking of which, let me show you this picture real quick. So, once again, I can't believe it. I went to this house on Saturday. The gentleman is still alive, hoarded for years and years and years. And I'll just show you one room, guys.
Wow. Are those boxes all have something in them or what?
Yeah,
That looks like the living room.
that's, yeah. This is how the house looks, Conky.
Oh, wow.
You want to see another picture? Let's see it. You ready?
Oh,
This is a living room. There's a dresser out there.
crap. Look at that.
So this is one of the things I said, I can't believe it. Here's the garage, Conky.
Wow.
If you wanted the toolbox, you couldn't get to it anyways.
There's a toolbox in there?
Oh, here's another picture of different toolboxes.
Oh, okay. I see him now. Is it a nice house anyway, or is it?
It's in a nice neighborhood, like a really rich neighborhood. The house, no. Just kind of give you guys an idea. This is a hoarder I've been dealing with right now. So
So
It's strange.
was it a nice house, or is it just it was never a nice house to begin with?
it probably was a nice house. I go to all kind of crazy places, and I'll do things most people would walk out in that situation. Checkmate, Guapo. Anyways, checkmate.
I'm on a roll today. I don't know. I've been on a losing streak, but I'm on a roll today.
The one room, Conky, there is like a hole, like a board put in front of it with a hole for some kind of animal to go in and out of that room. I'm not sure what it was, but there was a litter box in that room that was completely full. And the floor was, it looked like about 2 inches, 3 inches of like this thick of feces or whatever it was. No one's been in there for 10 years, Conky.
Oh my god!
So it's like petrified craziness. Yes, you're gonna see some stuff, Gail Davis. Hopefully, I got some video so far. It's been a difficult. I got 2 houses I got to give video. The house I was just talking about, and then this house I just went to. And Gail, Jeff wanted to know if you're interested. You're the one that wanted to crafts. Jeff wanted to know. Someone wanted crafts stuff. All that craft thing stuff. What the Hales is supposed to be flying back. He was supposed to be. He might jump on when he's driving from the airport. Yes, petrified poop. And I'm sitting in there because I do anything to try to save items.
They missed my chicken and my soup.
What kind of soup? French onion?
Does French onion soup have chicken in it?
No, he says chicken and his soup.
Oh,
I should have a gas mask on in that type of house, I'll tell you what. But like I said, no one's lived there for 10 years. And I go to all these houses, sometimes 30 years, 40 years. It's amazing. I can't believe houses just sit that long empty. It blows my mind. Someone's there sitting, paying the taxes, paying the rent, or, the insurance, the electricity, the water bill.
Did they keep it heated?
There's lights on now, Conky. I don't know if it's been on for 10 years or not. If it's
Well, I mean, if the drywall,
there's no heat right now. I can tell you that much.
Okay, well then, the drywall is probably all cracked and everything else. If it hasn't been heated,
it's amazing though. It's like to be able to hold a piece of property and just let it sit there, and just with the contents in there, and the contents in this home, like you see all those boxes stacked up. 90% of that stuff is brand new stuff in the boxes. That's what I forgot to tell you.
Oh, we've seen that before.
Yes. And this guy has stuff, Cabela's, Land's End, all high-end places. I pull out the one thing, jacket, $189. Another jacket, $169. Brand new Stetson hats. I mean, brand new knives, brand new firearms, brand new all kind of stuff. So.
Wow.
And
how's it smell?
You know what? It wasn't bad. The lady said, "Oh, it's horrible," but maybe I'm just
used to it.
I think it wasn't that bad because I've been in worse. The worst houses are obviously ones that there's definitely mold.
Yeah.
Those you can walk in and you can just smell mold, and you see black mold, and you're like, I better get a mask on. I'm gonna die, black lung or something. But there's good hoarders and there's bad hoarders. And so I try to explain to people. And a lot of times people don't start off trying to hoard. They're collectors and it gets over it.
Well, you know what's funny? Right after we did that hoarder house in...
We're going to sell some of it for Melody.
That one that I helped you on for a couple days?
Yes, that hoarder house?
Yeah. Right after we did that, I went over to a buddy's house, and he lived in, he still lives there, in East Cleveland. And the house next door to him was a hoarder house. And I still had the one that we did fresh in our mind. He says, I got the keys to it because I'm trying to buy the house, and you still got a bunch of junk in there. But he says, you want to see it? I'll go, yeah. And I'm rubbing my hands again. I want to go in another hoarder house. I didn't want to go in that house. I really shouldn't have gone in that house. They did not hoard nice things. They hoarded garbage.
There's those hoarder houses. The garbage. Oh. Well, Shane, he was funny the other day because he was saying, he goes, Rob went in a crawl space and sat there with petrified raccoon poop to save all these cast iron pans a couple years ago. I'm like, yeah, it's amazing what I'll do to save stuff. Are you doing an online auction or on site? The one house that the people collected for 50 years, it's going to be an on-site auction. And the house that I just showed pictures of, the gentleman was a hoarder that will be we're bringing items back to my facility, a lot of the new stuff to sell.
Oh, okay. But when you say on-site auction, you still mean online though, right?
Everything will be online.
Okay. You're not going to be standing there auctioning it off.
Right. Everyone will have the opportunity to buy some of these treasures. And trust me, both houses loaded with treasures. The one house, like I said, these people collected stuff. Wait till you see some of the stuff from this house. It's crazy. I mean, they got one of those antique scales where you put the money in and it also gives you a fortune. The porcelain and enamel scales.
Neat.
I mean, there's all kind of stuff there, Conky. Spider-Man comic books to I found a bunch of old football cards, G.I. Joe toys, like I said, tons of Barbies. I mean, all kind of porcelain figurines. There's just so much stuff there.
Wow. Well, I suppose there's stuff that you haven't even seen yet.
Well, both houses, there's stuff I haven't seen. And that's the crazy thing. The one house, just like, man, I've only been in these 2 rooms. So then we started this new room where all the dolls and everything was. He's like, holy smoke. And then that's when we were looking out the back. There's an outbuilding. There's a garage. there's a storage. They have a storage unit. They have a couple rooms upstairs, and then the whole attic is just filled with boxes. Then the other house I just showed you pictures of, she just got the first dumpster there the other day, and when we got there, the dumpster was almost full, and it didn't even look like they made. Those pictures are after the dumpster.
Wow.
So auctions. Well, let's see. I got a bunch of stuff going on this Saturday. First off is the toys, collectibles, the Chucky doll, the LeBron James stuff. I mean, all kind of great stuff. All the horror stuff that's in this Saturday's auction. Next Saturday is our second auction at the music store. Saturday after that, it's going to be the tools. You guys will see the new auction coming up, but there's all kind of new items, tools. I'm trying to think. Then we have the collectible auction. I'm not even sure what Shane. Shane's been pulling all kind of crazy stuff. And then on February 17th will be the first auction at this house where the people collected, I think, at least 50 years. Like I said, they have all kind of craziness. All kind of craziness. So you guys got to check out the auctions. The next auction should be up tomorrow. Right now there's 2 auctions up. And I believe tomorrow you'll be able to see the next auction after that. It should be up tomorrow around 6 o'clock or so. So there's tons of great stuff, guys, coming up. So, and then, of course, Conky's auction will be Saturday. I don't know if you're doing an auction, Conky?
Well, no. I thought we were doing an auction this Saturday. We were doing an auction next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
So this Saturday, no auction. Next Saturday, we've got sports cards. I suppose we have some jewelry. Maybe some die casts and toys and stuff like that. We may get into part of my toy collection and start selling some of the really good stuff. So I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do 5 lots a week from Saturday.
Guapo, his auctions Tuesdays 8 o'clock. So we got vintage baseball cards in this auction, Avery's, and then Saturday. So check that out. And of course, Jeremy, Sunday, fun day, 8 o'clock. And he's got tons of stuff going on. Of course, as you guys all know, you've seen the court video today. So fun. Everyone's having fun.
I've been watching those. And I guess on Jeremy's behalf, I'll say this. It seems like he's trying to ask his viewership to not interfere by contacting the judge or Lynette or the sheriff's office or the he doesn't want any of that because he doesn't need it. There's a process for dealing with bad judgments, and he knows what that is, and his lawyers know what that is. So you just kind of relax and let that process take place. That's what I got out of that anyway. Whether that.
What was your table story, Conky?
Oh yeah. So the table is. She's being evicted from her. It was actually a duplex, and the table's sitting there. The landlord wants this table in the worst way. So you can just leave that table sitting there if you want. And I had some choice words for him because I knew what he wanted. The table, by the way, unless I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, the table my parents paid 75 cents for. The couch they paid 25 cents for. So I walk over and I grab this table, and it's not a really heavy table. And if you grab it right, one person can grab it and pick it up and walk out with it. And I remember I took it out, walked out of the apartment with it, set it on the luggage rack of I put a blanket because I knew I was going to do this. There's no way that table was going to stay there. I threw a blanket over the luggage rack of my car. I set the table upside down on the roof of the car, tied it down, and drove it home.
Oh, man.
So that table probably spent a total of however many months she lived in that duplex. It was I don't think it was even a year outside of this house. In the last probably, I want to say 65 years, 70 years, however old it is.
I just like to remind everybody that's judges are elected officials.
Yeah. Now, if you want to do something, and you're in Levy County, vote for whoever's running against the judge.
Right.
Because that's completely separate from the remedies that you have available to you when you get a bad judgment. I'm not even saying bad judge. When you get a bad judgment, there's an appeals process. And if it comes to that, which it may not, but if it comes to that, they'll be able to deal with it that way. And so Crafty Jen, yeah, we still have the table and the couch.
Conky still has his original house, his toys. He's got everything from me. It's like going back into the Christmas Story house.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're like
yeah,
the
couch, believe it or not, when we do our Saturday show, that couch is sitting, I can reach over and touch the couch from where we do our Saturday show. The table is in another room. We can't really show you that. But
is Guapo excited about the game? The chess game or the football game, Gail? He looks excited about the chess game.
He's more excited about that bowl of soup he's got in front of him right now.
The funny thing is he's lost 3 times and he's playing against himself.
Oh, he is playing. I didn't see that he was playing chess.
He is really playing chess. I don't know. That is funny. Yeah, so Hale had to fly back. We were supposed to get together last night with Jeremy, but unfortunately everything just took a little bit longer and stuff. So we didn't get a chance to get together. But no worries, we'll be getting together soon. And then, man, I'm just like, my head's spinning how much stuff I got to get done. Conks.
We all got a lot of stuff to do. You can't think about it. You just got to do it.
Just got to do it. And then I got a basketball game Saturday. It's been tough. We had 2 games last Saturday. I only got 6 kids on my team. And most games we end up with 5. So playing 5 kids on basketball is always tough.
Roy goes, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
Oh, it looks like they're talking about, yeah, Eddie ate my sandwich today for lunch.
The dog ate your sandwich?
Yeah.
Nice. Smart dog.
I made a mistake of I made a turkey and Swiss sandwich. And I made it out of the last 2 pieces of turkey and the last piece of Swiss cheese. And I set the sandwich in the living room on my little tray where I sit and I watch TV and eat my lunch. And I thought Noreen was going to hang out in the living room because she had already eaten. I thought she was going to hang out in the living room and watch my sandwich. And I go into the kitchen to grab my can of water and go back in. And I look at Noreen standing next to me. I'm like, where's Eddie? We went around the corner and there was nothing left of there was a piece of bread left. All the meat, the top piece of bread, it was gone. He was standing there chewing on it. So
Chester just did something like that too, man. My wife, she left something. I'm trying to remember what it was. Left it on the counter. She went for a second. He usually never does it, and boom, it was gone.
Yep, you got to watch.
Well, you made a good sandwich then, Conky.
So the intro to Saturday's show will be me telling Eddie that he was a bad boy and that he shouldn't have eaten my sandwich. That's going to be the intro to Saturday's show is what you're going to see.
Oh, that's going to be funny. Oh,
he gets this guilty look on his face. And then, and I didn't get to film this, but he came up to me later and apologized. He jumps up where I'm sitting and he buries his head in my armpit, trying to say he's sorry. But he's good. I mean, we have dogs and we get these amusing moments with them, and every once in a while it costs us our food.
There's Chester. Head buried in the pillow, crashed out. I was like, okay, I'll just leave you alone, buddy. You gotta love the dogs. They're like kids. Sometimes they'll upset you, but you just gotta love them. They're damn cute.
Yeah.
At the one house that we're cataloging at, the dog, they got this little tiny poodle. It's like this big. Cutest little dog, though. It's like so little fluffy and cute. It's just like
full grown, or is it a puppy?
It's a full grown miniature poodle, man.
Huh.
I mean, that thing's small. I didn't even know. It's like small. I mean, I've seen Chihuahuas bigger than this one.
And they've got dogs smaller than that. I would be so afraid to accidentally step on them in the middle of the night or something.
That'd be my luck.
You'd almost have to shuffle your feet around everywhere when you couldn't see where you're going.
Chester is a golden doodle.
Golden doodle, not a poodle.
Well, that's the poodle part. And weird thing about, I didn't know this, so I'll tell this fact. A lot of people out there probably already know this, but the golden doodle, well, poodles don't have fur. They have hair. Did you know this, Conky?
Yeah.
So they do not shed. So my dog does not shed. So there's no hair around my house. You don't get hair on your clothes. But you have to give the dog haircuts. So my wife has that wonderful, wonderful joy of trying to get the dog to sit there. And the dog will look at me like, help. But sometimes I have to help hold them and stuff. But yeah. So he is gotta get the haircut. So there's pros and cons with it.
I don't know. I don't know if I could. I think if I had a dog like that, I'd probably just have to drop him off at the groomer and pick him up later.
My wife's too cheap for that.
Yeah.
She's good at, when we first got him, his hair was all matted and he was all.
How often do you have to give it a haircut?
My wife, well, the thing is, you got to cut sections at a time because the dog will never sit there the whole time to give the whole haircut. So I don't know. I think she's always trimming him at least once a week or so.
So the dog always looks sort of funny and unbalanced then.
Just like the rest of us. It fits right in with the family. A little funny and unbalanced. Oh, man. So that was a good time. Then I got to go to the dentist this week. Pearly whites.
Yeah, there you go.
So that was fun. And what did just Jeff sent me a text here. Let's see what he said.
Looks like Guapo's about to lose.
I'm sure he's going to lose.
What's Jeff got to say?
He was trying to sell the crafts here. I tell him that there's more than one person wants the crafts. So the one unit we got like crafts. Remember I told you that one unit I got all those paintbrushes from?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're at like $2,300 we sold in paintbrushes.
Jeez.
$2,300 in paintbrushes, Conky. I can't believe it. That's another thing I can't believe. I mean, and we still got, I think, 400 some left. Paintbrushes.
You're not listing them all at the same time. Then obviously you're just.
Well, we listed it as I don't know. Jeff had it listed like over 100 for a certain price. And then originally we got no hits, so I told him lower the price, and then all of a sudden it just wouldn't stop.
Oh, so you weren't selling them in your auction; you were selling them on like.
Yeah, he put them on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
And we've had people come in. One guy bought 1,000. Another guy bought like 500, 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80. All kind of different people showing up. And 2 people were supposed to show up yesterday, didn't show up. And we had this bedroom set, and it was kind of beat. Okay, it was a solid wood bedroom set that was needed to be refinished. It was a nice bedroom set, solid wood, dovetail, drawers all worked functionally well. It just needed refinished. It wasn't, So I said, Jeff, instead of throwing it out, let's put it up cheap. Some lady came, paid $150 for the whole set. Thrilled this can be. But I told him, I said, man, furniture's so expensive though. To go buy some junky particle board dresser set at a store is probably $400 or $500, $700. Depends on this, But I'm sure Valley City Furniture, it's like probably a 5-piece bedroom set, $399 or $499, and it's all particle board and you got pieces of paper holding the bottom drawer. Guapo, where are you eating at?
This is random restaurant.
I never been there.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. Random restaurant. I was gonna say town hall, but no. So originally with that back in the background there, I saw it look like green. I thought he was like this. He was somewhere that was still sunny and warm.
Yeah, no such luck.
No,
It is going to get colder around here, they say.
man, cold.
Any auctions? There's like no auctions coming up, ain't it? I've been looking.
There's nothing. It's a bad time of year right now, January. Bad time of year. But there's lots of second sense auctions.
There you go. I was watching an online auction, and one of the lots was a big box of comic books. And the front comic book was a Batman comic book. So I hit, I add it to my watch list so I can go back and go through it later because I'm just going through the big auction. And I thought, well, I'm going to send this to Rob and see if he wants to check this out. And then when I went in and looked at it, it was like at some point, comic books were $2.95 or something like that. So that, he's, that's obviously new. So I didn't even bother you with it.
Yeah, probably not what I would want.
Yeah, I thought even if it said 20 cents, you'd probably want to see it. But
I've been bagging and boarding comic books. I bought this collection off this one guy, I think a year or so ago. And this is how they came. Like there'd be like stacks, and see how this says number 56. So this is, and then it'll go all the way in order to 38. But like he would have them all in order, but they're like reversed because he put them in as he bought them. A lot of times I get comic book collections and they're reversed because the people got this comic book first and they put it in the box first and they put this one in front of it. And then they put the next one in front of it.
Mm-hmm. Open the box from the bottom then.
Yeah, so these are Marvel team ups. And then I was bagging and board. I've been just see these are the ones I bagged and boarded up. I bagged and boarded so many stinking comic books. I've been trying to get my whole collection bagged and boarded. But like this is number 2. Unfortunately, I didn't have the number 1. And then it went to number 5 and then goes in order from there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So when you finally get those bagged and boarded and you put them in boxes, you obviously you keep them in order and try to keep
Conky. So that's my next goal. Right now I'm trying to bag and board all the comics. And I just cleaned off this huge area up in my attic. And then I'm going to take them and I'm going to try to put them all in order. And then I'll be done.
And the attic's a good place to keep them because it stays dry and there's no humidity up there, right?
Right. The key is you don't want to get too hot. So my attic, I always, in the winter, summertime, there's a fan and everything else. It's not the most ideal place. The ideal place would have a temperature controlled, humidity controlled vault. But, you can't always have perfect everything. But yeah, some attics are not ideal. My attic is an ideal attic because it's not just like, it's a livable attic,
Yeah.
So it doesn't get as cold as a regular attic because I do let heat get up here. It doesn't get as hot as a regular attic because I ventilate it because I sit up here.
Well, it looks insulated too.
Yeah. I sit up here and bag and board comic books. I talk to
go.
Guapo.
Like I come down here to the basement, I restore old toys.
There's some old toys in that one house that's on February 17th, Conky. There's a couple I saw in there because there's some nice Tonkas.
Oh, I got to see that. How old?
There's some older. They're like, I would say they might be 60s.
Okay.
I don't know if that's old enough for you, but they're dozers and stuff.
Okay.
When you start going though, you're gonna need lots of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just picked up another one. I actually found one. Paid $100 for it. And it's kind of, well, most of the stuff that I'm buying to restore, by the time I buy it, spend all the time restoring it, buying all the parts to restore it and the paint and everything, it's not, most of them aren't going to be worth what I have in them necessarily. But I did buy a van that's going to be worth quite a bit when I get it restored. They go for about $400 restored, and I only paid $100 for it. So that I think was a good buy.
Goodbye.
I mean, it's sitting over there. If you guys want to see it, I'll show it to you. Put in the chat if you want to see it.
Gail Data says she's going to be in Hudson tomorrow.
In Hudson, Ohio?
If she's in Hudson, Ohio, you might as well come up to the shop, Gail, and come visit us.
She's going to be closer to us.
Hudson's not too far.
Yeah, we're only probably 20 minutes from Hudson, I guess. Oh, people want to see it. Okay, I'll go grab it. No, boy.
Yeah, Gail. Come visit us, Gail. Massachusetts. He's grabbing it.
This was actually
left his phone. Hold on, let me full screen. Call you. Hold on.
This was actually made, and somebody did a really horrible paint job on it, but I think it preserved the metal because I don't think it has any rust on it. This was actually made back when Tonka wasn't called Tonka. You can probably see, let's see if I can show the sticker. It's been painted over, but this was actually from back when it was called Mound Metalcraft, apparently. Because that's what it says on the sticker. If you can look at it.
Wow, that is crazy looking.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an ambulance. It's supposed to be a rescue van, because it has the thing on the front. If it didn't have the thing, it would have been a delivery van, I think. But this is supposed to be a rescue van, and if it's restored, it's you see them go for about $400 restored. I'm probably not going to sell it, but I thought it was still a good buy. It's got the little door over here that. If I can slide it, it slides open.
Almost like a step van,
Yeah, that's what it is. Reminds me of that first van you had.
I still got it.
Your second sense van.
I still got it.
Do you?
I gotta go get that fixed. I got a bunch of stuff to get done, man. I need to get it. Well, my one vehicle's about to. The guy just called me today. He said it's going to be done either tomorrow or Saturday.
Okay.
But I just had a bunch of problems with my Traverse. So, but luckily, my brother-in-law worked at the place, so it would have cost. If I would have took it somewhere else, probably would have cost me $6,000 to $7,000 to get it fixed, and it's going to cost me under $3,000.
Wow. The Traverse.
So, my Traverse, yeah, Chevy Traverse. But what are you going to do? To go replace it costs you about 10 to 15,
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of fortunate because one of the things I enjoy is fixing up cars a little bit. So when I get my cars, my Subaru that I drive now every day was loaded onto my trailer with a forklift, and I think my winning bid on that was $1,000. But you got to do a bunch of work to it when you get it home and have it inspected to put it on the road. But I like buying them after they've been wrecked and fix them myself. And that's still a lot of money, but not anywhere near what you pay for a new car.
Yeah, nowadays. Now, it wasn't a tranny issue. It was a engine problem. One sensor went bad, and it caused a bunch of other issues.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that they had like a sensor that for the basically for the pistons and everything to tell how it's firing and all this other stuff, and it sent everything out of whack, and then a piece broke off. And
Well, if you guys smell,
well, you smell like French onion soup. Yeah, pal.
You smell like a chess player.
And skunk apes.
Yeah, we had. I think I told the story before. We had an Oldsmobile Bravada that we paid $1,600 for a warranty for, and by the time it was said and done, the warranty company spent over $9,000 on that car. Just basically, the transmission went out, and that was the major thing. But every time we turned around, some little sensor was going haywire, and they had to replace it.
So it was the best you actually had a warranty on it.
Yeah, it was actually, we spent $1,600 on the warranty, and then we actually got our money's worth out of it. But usually you don't.
Yeah, nowadays. Now, it wasn't a tranny issue. It was a engine problem.
But usually you don't.
Yes, typically. Typically not. Did you win or lose, Guapo?
I'm up today, but like, I just lost a very silly way, so I don't know. Well, what's up with you, man? So you got a hoarder house or what? Is it big or what?
I've been working on 2 different houses, but the one house, I mean, we'll see. I went there once. We're supposed to go back, so hopefully soon.
I have to figure out where Northwood, Ohio is.
Oh my god!
I don't know where Northwood is. It gotta be a hike.
I don't got. Oh my god, dude! Sacrifice!
Did you lose again?
Not having a good experience.
Did you lose again? He doesn't even want to talk about him losing. Northwood. I'm looking over now, Conky.
Oh, Hales says near Toledo. That's not that far.
Hour and
where that
34
is.
minutes.
So it is a retro toy store flea market. Huh. I don't know if that was a one-time shot or if that's something that's
Sounds like an AA trip, Conky.
yeah. You want to go?
Northwood. Let's go to
saying,
Northwood.
if there's a retro toy store flea market up there with a bunch of old Tonkas, I'll swing by and pick you up.
You know, I'm always looking for vintage retro toys.
Yep.
You can take all the Tonkas you want, Conky.
Yep.
So, man, this week is, I don't even know. It's already, tomorrow's Friday.
It is.
How did it go so fast?
And I usually take Fridays off from my day job, and I got to work tomorrow, so it's gonna be a busy day.
I gotta go look at a hoarder house in the morning. Speaking of which, I totally forgot.
Another one?
Another house.
A third hoarder house that you have.
Third hoarder house. And the guy called me up. He's trying to help the family out. This is what he told me. He said, there's lots of new stuff there, but they would buy, if they like something, they'd buy 7 of them. He's like, if they had like the snow shovel, they buy 7 of them. They like that. I don't know. I haven't been there. I don't know what kind of stuff's there.
Snow shovels.
That's the only thing I know right now is their snow shovels.
Well, which may sell really good this time of year.
Correct. Might not be a bad time of year to sell some snow shovels. So I don't know, but I got to go there in the morning. First, I got to stop and pick up Chachi, drop him off, and then go to this house, take a look at this estate. And then I got to come up with a game plan. I just got so much to get done. I'm just trying to think what divide and conquer. Where do I want to go?
Yeah. You'll need space.
It's just so much to do, and I got all the stuff to process. I got stuff from those. I bought all those units, and it's the units in Columbus and all those great units, the 2 10x25s. I got all that stuff I got to process still. And I know I'm still going to find more treasure because, you know, when you go through a unit, especially 2 huge units, there's no way you can go through everything. And there'd be boxes I just open. You go through some of the top, you don't dig all the way to the bottom. And then you find stuff later on. And
yeah, somebody's got to do a fine sorting.
And that's what I like to do tomorrow. I don't know. There's so much.
Oh, I should put the address on there.
It's near a flea market called Meg Sweets Pickens.
Meg Sweet Pickens.
It's near there, though. It's not that place, though. 2676 Woodville Road, Northwood, Ohio.
We should go.
I'm down. We gotta make sure it's open and everything, but yeah.
Well, they might be like open a certain day of the week or something. A lot of these flea markets have, whatever day they're open is the day you got to go. Teresa says, I've been watching. Do you still go to that honey hole? Are you talking about you're probably talking about that industrial place? And that guy sold the building and auctioned all that stuff off in I think it was a Kiko auction. And all that stuff's gone now.
I couldn't imagine it. I mean, how well that auction would do, but
I don't know. We got all the good stuff. You know,
If you were a scrapper, that'd be the only reason to go there, really.
yeah. Well, there's a lot of scrap metal down there for one thing.
Yeah, I'm saying like for auction, that'd be good. You can make some money.
But I mean, we got all the seaweeds out. We got actually, it's funny. I should have bought more of these because I had more of them. You can't see it here, but the exhaust for my my paint booth and my powder coating oven, the exhaust fan setup I bought from him. And if anything happens to it, I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing. I wish I'd have bought, like all the fans he had, because they're only $1 a pound. I mean, I can't imagine, because the thing doesn't weigh that much. I should have bought them all, but I didn't. Yeah, we loved going there. It seems like you always found something new every time you went there. But
yeah, the place is so huge.
yeah, it was 10,000. No, the space was given to us in acres. So I think it was like 10 acres under roof.
Yeah, it was huge.
Was what they said.
Because you could lose people in there.
Oh yeah, easily.
Because I remember, I think we walked around trying to find you guys for like 40 minutes.
You almost have to like have walkie-talkies, because you could even yell out to somebody and then not hear you.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, we'll have to call that place up, and I guess we can just type in the address and get their phone number from Google.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out. It'd be a cool place to go. I'm always down to go somewhere, especially this time of year. If it's indoor. Outdoor, you get good prices though, Conky.
Yeah, especially now.
Oh man, so what else you got going on this week?
We're
not taking off tomorrow, so you got to work.
So other than a bunch of treadmills to fix, it's just work. Now I do have next week. We have the variance meeting for
your property.
I want to tear down my building out there and build a 40 by 45. I've already ordered and put the deposit down on the building, and if I don't get my variance, we take the same building, we shrink it 5 feet to a 40 by 40. But I'm trying to buy trying to get them to let me put a 40-foot shipping container on the same property. And if they allow for that variance, I'm going to start looking for a shipping container to put there, just so I can put some of the stuff that's in the garage in the container and have it, stored somewhere while we're rebuilding the garage. And then I stopped by a buddy of mine's place today, and he's going to let me keep some of my cars, the cars that are in the garage. He's going to let me keep those at his place, and they'll be fenced in and protected.
Nice.
For next summer when we build in the garage. Anything you leave sitting out there gets, the windshield smashed, or just the high school kids that stop by that property to do destruction amazes me, and they're gonna have a problem when I get that building done and I have all the cameras and security set up, because I'm not going to put up with it the way I did when I didn't have anything as far as security goes for the schoolhouse. It's gonna be culture shock.
Need the Guapo camera that says, "You are being recorded. You are being recorded." That's Guapo's security cameras.
It says, "Hi, you are currently being recorded."
Oh. Hello, you are currently being recorded.
Is that an Indian voice or?
I don't know. You could change it to any kind of voice you want.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Right. Yo, currently
being... Our girl says, tell them the storage container is portable storage. It doesn't matter. If you want to, they have an ordinance that says if you want to put it on the ground, you need a permit for it. So the underlying threat is, look, you either let me put a storage container there, or I'll park so many semi-trailers there, you'll wish you let me put a storage container there. Because they can't stop me from I can park as many semi-trailers as I can fit on my property.
Huh.
And I already started buying them, too. I actually own a semi-trailer now.
Really?
Yeah.
50-footer?
No, it was actually I bought two the same day. One was the 50, I think it's like 53 foot or whatever the long one was, and it was a refrigerated trailer. And I paid $900 for that one. And a buddy of mine wanted it, so I flipped it to him for $900. But I also bought what's called a pup trailer, which is like a double, and I think it's like 28 foot. What do you think I paid for the 28-foot trailer?
You probably $400.
Nope. Less.
300.
Nope. Less.
200.
Nope. Less.
$9.99.
Nope. Less.
Thank you, Gail Davis. Rob has beat dictations. Chess is brain food, guys. That's true.
You got a long way to go before you guess what I paid for it.
That's really why I
$1.
play it, to be honest.
Nope,
It's really just brain food.
Guapo, how much did Conky pay for his semi-trailer?
Huh?
It's under $400 and more than $1.
No. I
No,
can't.
he didn't say it was more than $1.
140.
No.
1 penny.
There you go, Rob. I paid.
Are you serious?
It must have been Fast Track Auctions.
No, it was a Young's auction.
They started it at a penny?
Started it at a penny.
Why would you even start it at a penny?
I bid a penny and nobody outbid me.
How big is this semi-trailer?
28-footer. It's basically a double.
There we go.
It's called a pup trailer.
Good game.
It's one of those doubles. So you see like a triple or a double going down the turnpike. It's one of those. It only has like the single wheels on the back instead of the double wheels. And my guy with the semi truck, we had to cut. It had trees growing up around it, so we had to cut the trees down. And he backed up to it, drug it out. The wheels wouldn't turn. He spent probably 10 minutes banging on the brake things to get the brakes free. Wheels started rolling. He towed it right out of there. But yeah, I paid a penny for it.
I just remember I did that semi-trailer
It's supposed
auction
to be the
years.
championship game.
Championship game. I got my
Yeah.
money on
What is it?
who are you playing?
Where'd you go?
There you go, Conky.
Yes, the toy flea market is indoors next to Fill-A-Box.
Okay. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 2.
I'm going to have to – I can't write all this down right now because I don't have anything to write with, but I'll have to go back.
Picture of it, Conky.
Huh?
I took a picture of it for you.
All right.
See, I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll screenshot here. Conky.
Love you guys in the chat.
Actually, I could probably do that too.
Are you winning or losing, Guapo?
I think I'm probably, I don't know. We just made our first attack.
Because I got $100 against you.
All right, I got it.
I got all my money on Jordan.
Rob has all his money on you.
Go.
Jordan's a silly head.
Jordan's 2-1 favorite.
See, he already knows.
Check.
Uh-oh. Guapo's getting intense with this.
I got Jordan in the check.
Yeah, that's
I
on
don't
me,
know.
Mike.
It's getting intense. It's getting intense.
It's your move, dude. It's your move.
Sure is.
Oh, my gosh.
It's
You
your
play chess,
move,
Conky?
dude.
It's been a while.
My kids are both in chess club.
Really?
Yeah. They can both play chess pretty well.
Are they really?
Yeah. I just been training them, Guapo, to take you down. It's like Rocky and stuff. Da-na-na. The kids are like, da-na-na, 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 da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-na-na.
Jumping around right now.
Jumping around, you ain't gonna
Where
win like
you
that.
at? Was that right there though?
Right here.
I
They
just
probably
get
could teach
that.
Guapo
That
a
was
few
up
things.
here.
That was there. This was my money right here.
I think this is here though, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh, maybe the.
You
I
know,
don't know where that pawn was. I'm pretty sure it was there though.
I don't know, Conky. I mean, Guapo.
the last time I played chess, I played against a good friend of mine who actually fancied himself as a really good chess player. And I'm sitting there saying, okay, now the horsey moves like this, right? And I actually beat him. And it's not because I'm this great chess player or anything. He's actually a better chess player than me. I just lucked out. But I felt bad that I won because I don't know, just the look on this guy's face was like, how the hell did you beat me? Like, I don't know. But I think that was the last time I played chess.
He wasn't happy.
No, he wasn't at all.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I mean,
chess is
I understand that chess is this game of, great thinkers, and you think so many moves ahead. You got this move and that move and the other move. Look, I'm good with that, but I'm not necessarily good at that in the form of a game. I'm better at that in real life, though.
Yeah, chess is an interesting game. Dad and I played cribbage. Cribbage!
What is cribbage?
I know. I never played it. I believe
Is
it
that
has
like
cards.
lettuce only doesn't taste as good?
No, that's cabbage.
Oh, okay. I knew it was something like that. Yeah.
Yes.
I get the two confused.
Right. Don't eat cribbage. You can eat cabbage.
I don't know that I want to eat cabbage.
You don't like cabbage?
No.
Cabbage and onions.
See, cabbage looks to me like lettuce, and I like lettuce, like on sandwiches and stuff and salads and everything. But cabbage, not so much.
Not so much, huh?
Not so much.
Give me a hunger again.
I just ate.
So we gotta go play some pinball.
I thought we were going to play some pinball the other night, but didn't happen, man.
Didn't happen. They were closed anyways. I keep forgetting they're closed on Wednesdays.
Oh, they weren't open at all. All right.
So
Yeah,
it
that
worked out. It worked out in our favor, I guess.
Yep.
But we'll have to get together for the new year. Definitely have to go check out this toy store.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it. Well, I mean, we're both busy, but maybe a day next week or the week after, just make a day of it. I'll swing by, pick you up. We'll go up there and
check it out. Yeah, next week actually, I should have some free time. That's what I say now on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would probably be more free towards the end of next week, like next Friday.
Yeah, right now my schedule is see, this is how my schedules usually look, ladies and gentlemen. All those blue things will be like here's an example. Be scheduled, stuff will be scheduled. So like that was December. Boom, 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 boom. Right now, January doesn't look so bad. But as you can tell, I had nothing scheduled, and then all of a sudden now, like I have two things tomorrow scheduled.
Right.
Yep. Conky's got it in red.
Yep.
The more days filled, the less days for me. So, but yeah, I got some crazy hoarder house. Got to go to another house tomorrow. Who knows what's going to be in this house? Like I said, I just know that it was an elderly couple. I think the husband passed away. The wife doesn't live there anymore, but she's still around. I'm supposed to meet her and this gentleman that's helping out the family tomorrow, 10 in the morning at that house. Who knows? You just don't know until you go to these houses. That's why I love my job. I love what I do. You just every day is an adventure. Just like no. Like today, I probably had 4 phone calls, different things. I set up a couple appointments, and I always tell Shane, it's like any second I can get a phone call that's worth $1 million. Any second.
Yep.
That phone rings. I don't know. And quick story, and then we'll go. But in this line of work, okay, you get lots of phone calls. Lots of people call you up and, hey, come look at this and this and this. And then there's a lot of auctioneers that never go or talk to people. It doesn't sound interesting. They never go and look at the stuff. And it happened to me once. I probably told a story, but tell it one more time. This one elderly lady kept calling me. Oh, I need you to come and look at the stuff and sell. And this is years and years and years ago. And I was like, she kept saying she had baseball cards. And at this time, this is before the whole card thing took off again. But, you know, baseball cards, very hard to sell at the time. And I was just like, okay, yeah, no one wants these baseball cards. Call me. A couple of weeks, I blew off. Finally, I'm like, okay, I'll come out there. I go out there, walk in the door. First thing I see, there's a huge pile of Star Wars toys, brand new in the boxes. They weren't the old ones, but they were the ones from the movie. But there was probably 75 Star Wars toys, all brand new in the box. There was all kind of like some antiques and collectible stuff all over the place. And only thing she told me, baseball cards. That's all she told me she had. Okay. And then she's like, oh, yeah, look around. Then I go out to the shed. And in the shed, I find a glass globe that went on top of a gas pump.
Like an original one?
Original, never used. A rare company, mint condition. I think I sold for $2,700, Conky.
Jeez.
At auction. And then there's two brand new, never used, the glass pieces that would go in the ones that were the metal, and then they had the glass on each side.
Yeah.
Because the ones one was just a glass bulb.
Yeah, on the top of the pump.
Right. And that was like flat and it was like curved and flat on each side and had the name of the company.
Yeah,
it was just two glass panels that would go into that metal frame. I think I sold those for $700. I just remember though, out of that shed, it was like over $3,000 of stuff I pulled out of the shed. The guy that bought the gas globe, he's like, this is one of the rarest globes. Drove from like Michigan or somewhere to come pick it up from the auction. And I always have to put that in the back of my head. Okay. You gotta go. People don't know what they have. Especially most of the time I go to houses and stuff, they never even think that it has value. Is the stuff that has the most value.
Yeah.
Because to them it's an old stereo. Well, that's a Macintosh stereo, okay, or something. It's like it's worth $2,000, right? But it's just like, oh, who wants that old? No one wants that old. Everyone listens to iPods.
They want iPods.
You don't even listen to iPods anymore, But that's like, hey, I don't listen to iPods. Yeah, that's like, So you got to go. People don't know. Just like the one time I went to that one lady's house, she's like, I'm like, what do you do? She wanted me to sell like this and this, or wanted me to buy it. She didn't want to sell it. She wanted to sell it. She didn't want to like take it at an auction. She was trying to get the house cleaned out. I'm like, she's like, buy this and this. And I'm like, well, what about all these old toys? Oh, those are all going in the garbage. I was like, I'll buy them off you. What do you want for them? And I think she said like $20. I was like, I'll give you 50. And she was like, okay. She was so happy. But she was going to throw them out. If I wouldn't come that day, she would have thrown all those out in the garbage. Amazing. And they're still in my basement, Conky.
Next time I come over, you have to show me which ones they were.
I will. Well, one was the Dungeons and Dragons base, I guess, or whatever you call it. It's like this castle kind of thing, and with the original box. It's like probably it's a cool piece. But it's like I didn't want all the stuff there. The Hot Wheels stuff I gave to my son because she had like some like wall tracks and stuff like that, brand new in the box, and some like 90s 2000 Hot Wheels. This is years ago, so I gave those all to my son. I remember that apartment you went to, and she was packed with everything. Oh, that one lady's apartment was the most. I was talking to Jeff today about that. That was one of the most ridiculous places I've ever been to. She was a hoarder in an apartment, 2 generators, brand new TV still in the box, 10 years old, stereo equipment, firearms, guitars. all kind of craziness. So Conky has this show 8 o'clock this Saturday. And then next Saturday, he'll have an auction at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
And then I have an auction this Saturday, which so much cool stuff. There's the sealed box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that's worth $2,000 in the auction. I think it's at $300 right now, but it's worth $2,000 all day. Okay. There is that Chucky doll. It's worth $400 or $500. I think it's at $170 or something. There's the LeBron James figure. It's worth $500 some dollars. I think it's at $30, $40. Guys, check out the auction.
Deals.
Tons of great deals. There's deals you can make, buy the stuff, flip it, make your money, buy it, collect it, whatever. We ship everywhere in the United States. And then next Saturday's auction, the music store again, awesome records. There's instruments, guitars. I think there's flutes and saxophone and trumpets and a drum set and who knows what else. And then Guapo, Tuesday, he has his auctions. And then once in a while, does whatnot auctions. Someone coming to attack you, Conky?
No,
You guys see that dub? That was a dub for everybody on the other side of the screen.
Did you win?
Nice checkmate, yeah.
the
Nice
one
play.
comment there
For the
says, I'm still looking.
championship game.
That means I lost my bet.
Minute.
I lost my bet, man.
Huh? Yeah,
I
you would have
lost
lost
money.
your bet. I don't know why you would bet against me like that.
Because I figured if I bet against you, you'd win.
It worked.
It did. See?
It worked.
That's how it works. Because if you're like, man, Rob's against me, I got to win just to show.
I knew I could count on you, Rob.
Hey, that's called extra motivation.
Man, so what's the move, man? There's no sales. There's nothing going on, man.
We're going to Conky's house.
Bad time of year, bro. Bad time of year.
Get that thumbs up. We're gonna hit. We're gonna go to Conky's house and look at his red lines.
There you go.
But Guapo, we're gonna be getting off.
Looney Tunes.
Guapo. We're gonna be getting off shortly. Anything you want to say before we get off?
Well, guys, I just want to apologize for being out and about during the AA, but you guys know I love everybody on the other side of the screen, and you know, get your resale journey started. Watch all the videos. This crazy video starting this 2024, and yeah, I'll be live.
You'll be live on Tuesday with an auction.
I got my Mexico video coming out.
Oh yeah, nice.
Mexico video.
Yeah. Guapo went to El Mexico.
Mexico.
Mexico video coming out, man.
So he's got his video coming out. I did buy a storage unit. I'll probably put that video out tomorrow. I didn't put a video out Wednesday for a long time. So I haven't put out a video. Just fell behind. Storage units haven't been too much really going on.
I gotta come by your the warehouse here soon, so maybe we'll film when I go out there.
Yeah, come on by.
Pick up a second sense check.
Second sense check. What's her name?
Y'all like second sense checks.
They never bounce. So, but yeah, we appreciate everyone checking out.
They never bounce like Bugs Bunny.
You want to pray, Guapo? Conky, you want to pray?
Sure.
What'd you say?
Conky's going to do the prayer.
I guess I'm going to do the prayer. Okay. Dear God, we are grateful for this time we were allowed to spend together, and for all, I can't see how many people are in the chat, all the people that are in the chat that were able to join us tonight. And we just ask that we are able to join each other again next week, same time, same sandbox. Amen.
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 I forgot. Amen.
So, yeah, we do appreciate everyone checking us out. You guys got to check out all of our sites here, and some great stuff for auction coming up. Like I said, Saturday, this Saturday, next Saturday, the following Saturday, Saturday after that. My warehouse packed, stacked. I got unbelievable stuff coming up for auction. Something for everybody. Trust me on that when I tell you that. And I don't know. It's just been crazy. So definitely appreciate you. Anything else you want to say, Conks?
Regular show this Saturday, auction next Saturday on my channel.
Guapo, anything else?
I just broke free. I'm free.
He's free.
Man, that, you know what? I had a pretty bad experience. I don't think I'm going back. Ever.
What is it? Town hall?
No, we were at a crazy, insane place.
Didn't look too crazy or insane.
It's the only cash I got on me. Yeah. I'll see you later. Have a good night. Well, guys, it's been another Thursday. I'm glad that we were all able to meet. What happened with Jeremy? Jeremy's not good. What's up with Jeremy?
He was traveling, so I don't know. He was supposed to get on when he was driving back.
That sucks. We weren't able to meet. Pinball. What about Saturday?
What about Saturday?
Can we go and do something? I don't know.
Saturday's
Conky,
the Browns game.
Conky, how about Soldier? Oh, yeah, that is right.
We got to get together for the Browns game at Conky's house.
Conky don't want us over, man.
No good coming here. There's no TV.
There's
wanna
no
go where you can
TV.
watch
You don't have a TV. Jordan don't got a TV in his house either.
Oh, we've got a TV. We just we don't have the Browns, whatever channel they're on.
3, 5, 8.
Yeah, I think it's 3.
I wonder, like, man. Where should we go?
Guapo's house.
You guys want to come over? You guys can come over.
You hear that,
We got
Conky?
a show to do.
You can go to the Browns game and get some of your Tonkas.
Yeah.
Some nylons.
My nylons.
Jeremy might come over. I don't know. Him and George came over a couple.
Jeremy back in Florida now?
I went back to Florida, man.
You guys down or what?
What, to go to Florida to watch the Browns game?
No.
I'll go to Guapo's house.
I mean, I don't care. We can go over to my house and then leave and go somewhere else.
What Conky's got to do is live, so he probably ain't coming.
Wherever we go, we have to take the fans with us. We have to live stream during the Browns game. Legendary style.
I like it. So who
You
knows,
scared
guys? You
or
might
are
see.
scared? You scared, Rob? You're acting
know I'm not
you
afraid.
like it. Like you're
You know I'm
scared,
not afraid.
Rob.
You know I'm not afraid.
We're gonna auction something off. You know what? We're gonna auction shirt off during the Browns game. Special guest auctioneer Zjaba.
Hey, what are you gonna have? These are that. I want to go when I was having yeah.
Nobody does it better.
We appreciate you guys all checking out Auctions Anonymous. We'll be back next week.
Love you guys. Love you guys like a fat kid loves cake.
Online auctions though, and this is the other one was.
You know my style. I'll do anything to make you smile. I should probably continue that. That's so funny.
So everyone, you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Have a safe weekend. And don't forget Saturday, my auction, Conky Saturday, and then Tuesday, Guapo, 8 o'clock, his auction. And
Guys, 8
Sunday
o'clock.
Fun Day with What the Hales at 8 o'clock on Sunday Fun Day. And hopefully the Browns will win.
Yeah, hopefully.
Everyone, have a great evening. We appreciate